twirled and shot silver light at the wall of the shed. Domino cried out in horror a second before his sister's magic smacked into what he clearly thought was another pixie. The tinkle of shattering glass filled the shed, then splintered fragments of mirror rained down on the floorboards, marking their arrival in the dust. In seconds, the inside of the shed was silent and calm again, with the exception of Domino's heavy breathing as he looked from his unamused sister to the mirror frame on the wall. Then he cocked his head, and a nervous chuckle escaped him. I wasn't trying to start a fight or anything, but I guess that's one way to do it. With our reflections, Dom? Z gazed at him in disbelief, then rolled her eyes. She sure showed them, didn't she? Hey, it's dark in here, he hissed back. Plus, we have no idea what we have walked into, and I'm inclined to err on the side of caution, don't you think? Oh, you're inclined. She nodded with fake enthusiasm. Yes, of course. It all makes sense now. You sound pretty sarcastic. Doesn't she sound sarcastic? Echo was just as unamused as their cousin by his attempts to deflect. In response, she snapped a remaining shard off the frame and chucked it at her brother with impeccable aim. Domino flipped to avoid being impaled by the improvised weapon, hissing and flailing his arms before regaining his balance. Hey, if you want to throw knives at me, you can do that at home. I thought we came to crash the stupid Arbitum meeting. We're not crashing anything, Dom. Z turned to the other side of the shed. Echo's makeshift weapon had lodged between two rotting floorboards that were now a little farther apart than the rest. That's an important distinction, okay? No crashing. We're sitting in. The copper pixie spun to face her and shrugged. What's the difference? The opposite of drawing attention to ourselves, she muttered absently, focused on the shard of glass sticking up. She descended toward it, since something wasn't right. Pale yellow light rising from beneath the shard cast an eerie reflection on the floor's dirt and dust. You know, keep our heads down, our hands to ourselves, and our mouths shut. Huh, that doesn't sound very fun. Landing gingerly, Z shook her head. It's like you forgot why we're here. Hey, a little reminder now and then never hurt anybody. But yeah, okay, now I remember. Echo zipped past him and stopped to hover a few centimeters off the floor beside Z. She leaned over to whisper in their cousin's ear. The blue-haired pixie snorted and looked over her shoulder to gauge Domino's reaction. She says, maybe instead of being terrified of your reflection, you should be looking for the magical who let us in here. Oh, come on. The copper pixie's jaw dropped. Then he slapped his chest. I'm the one she whispers to. Not when you couldn't tell the difference between a mirror and another pixie. Echo dropped until her tiny, pixie-sized black combat boots hit the floorboard. Then she looked up at her brother and raised an eyebrow. I'm not a chicken, thank you very much, Domino muttered. Not that I have anything against chickens, except for how freaking gabby they are. And peckish. Yeah, Z, I actually meant peckish, so no need to correct me. Fine. Then how about you get over here and help Echo and me figure out what the heck I'm looking at? The copper pixie reluctantly fluttered down to the dusty floor to join the shard inspection. For a moment, the pixies just gazed at it, then Z tilted her head. Anybody want to take a guess? Domino wrinkled his nose and muttered, Magical floor? Really? Inside a former clown museum that probably wasn't that much cleaner when the clowns were here? The blue-haired pixie frowned and shook her head. Nice try, Dom, but I have a feeling your head's somewhere else. He patted the front, back, sides, and top of his head with both hands, then snorted, Nuh-uh. Echo marched to the now wider